this is Elaine with Elaine's Creations, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this fun 8-pointed paper star or paper snowflake with the Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper. Alright, these snowflake or paper stars are super fun to make. You can make them pretty much any size you want. I'm going to show you how to make these using 6-inch squares, and then you can punch a little hole on the top piece and hang them. It's really fun to use Stampin' Up's Designer Series paper because there are two different patterns on each side, so I really like using their paper for this. You can even use non-holiday paper, so I used just some smoky slate paper for this one. This is a 6-pointed star, and this one I did staple some at the bottom together, so you're gonna want 6 pieces or 8 pieces of 6x6 Designer Series paper and a handheld stapler. So Stampin' Up used to have one, and you can also find them in your supply office store. So either like a big one like this that's handheld because it can reach far in, or if you have Stampin' Up's previous version, you could use that. I like using the Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher because it uses smaller staples, and that works out really nicely for making these. So I have already started making part of it, but I wanted to show you the first steps. So this is just a piece of 6x6 Designer Series paper with patterns on both sides. You could do 4x4, 8x8, 5x5, just it needs to be square is the only stipulation. You could do 4.5, you could do 5.5, you can do whatever you want. So you're just gonna fold it in half diagonally and then fold it in half diagonally again so that you have the folded side at the bottom. That's very, very important. You want the folded side at the bottom, okay? Not the two folds, the folded side, not the cut sides, the folded side. And then you're going to use some pretty heavy duty scissors that can cut through, 4 sheets of paper. And you're going to make the first cut about 1/4 of an inch from the top here. And you're going to do it straight across, kind of like you're holding a paper fish. So if this were like a paper fish and this were the nose and these were the ends, so you're going to take this almost all the way up to the top. And then you're going to do another cut about 1 inch away. And you're going to, again, go almost all the way up to the top, like 1/4 of an inch away from the top. And then you're going to do a third cut line, parallel cut line. And again, you're going to go almost all the way to the top, but not quite. Like, don't cut through it. Okay, so you've got these 3 cuts on the fold. You're going to open everything back up like this, and you're going to have this design right here. Okay, and then you can decide if you want to start your sides this way, or you could go this way, the opposite way. But since everything is curling this way, and I did all my other pieces this way, I'm gonna start this way. So you're just gonna curl it, and this is why the tiny attacher is nice, because this is just a small little area, so it's easier to use this to get through and staple this right here. The other ones just, they're fatter, so they have, especially this one, so they have a harder time doing this. But then you're fine to use one of the bigger ones, like for these, because it'll fit much easier. So that's really easy. So you're just gonna go back and forth. So I did one on this side, so I'm gonna flip it over to this side, and I'm going to meet these two together on this side and staple it. And then I'm going to do this last one on the opposite side and flip that over and staple it. So you're gonna do this 6 or 8 times, depending on how many pieces you want in your snowflake or flower, okay? So I've already done 3 of these. So I'm gonna show you how to put 3 together. And just pay attention to which way your patterns are facing. So I've got the white on the left side and the red on the right side. And so you would just put these 3 together like this, and then you're gonna staple the bottoms all together. I'm actually I'm gonna do an 8 one because I haven't ever done an 8 one before. So I'm gonna add another one in. So this is gonna be 4, and I'm gonna staple this with the big one. Okay, and that's our 4 one together. So this is gonna be a little bit bigger and fuller than the other ones. I kind of like that. So then we have the top half and the bottom half, and we're just gonna join the 2 together, and we're just going to hold that from one side while I wiggle the staple in and staple it in the middle like that. So pretty, so full. And then you can pick which side you want to be your top piece. And oh, I think I did this backwards. I think I wanted to do it the other way because I wanted them all to go the same way. So I think I'm going to switch it up. So I think this is the staple holding it together. Let's double check here. No, yes, no, yes. Okay, and I didn't staple it well anyway. So let's redo this. I'm just gonna use call this my persuader. It helps me pull stuff up. And I didn't quite get them both together. Anyway, so I'm gonna flip it this way because I want all of the white on the same side, on the left side. So these 2 are gonna go together like this. And I think I'm gonna use the tiny attacher to get it in there so that I can get it better in the middle this time. Whoops. I've got it over this side there. There we go. Okay, so now that looks good. Okay, I got the staple in a better place. And beautiful. So the other thing that you can do is you could staple the middles of all these pieces together, like right here, right here, right here, here and here. This looks a little bit like stuck together, don't you think? I'm gonna go ahead and staple them together because I did on the one side. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it on the other side. So I'm just stapling the middle parts together. And so it's not gonna pull apart or anything. I don't think it's going to anyway because it's so full. This might be a little bit too full. And then this is just gonna line things up too. So it's gonna keep everything nice and lined up. And so I've got them all stapled. I've used all of my different staplers. So now I'm just gonna grab a punch. And so I think I want this to be the top. Let's see, let's take a look. Yeah, so I'm just gonna punch a hole up here, okay? And then you could get some pretty ribbon, or I got some thick twine for this one. And see, these aren't attached together, but it still looks pretty as a 6. What do you guys think? Do you like the 8 or the 6 better? I think they're both pretty. This looks a little bit crowded though. I think the 6 is a good size for the 6 inch. Maybe you like with an 8 inch, you could do 8. So maybe 8 and 8 and then 6 and 6, if that makes sense. But anyway, these are super fun, super easy to make. They make great gifts. I give them away as gifts, and people really like them when I give them away as gifts. I'm noticing I just stapled this funky. So I hope you guys make one. And if you do, I would love it if you would post it on my Facebook page, let's see, facebook.com/Elaine's Creations. And just give me a little shout out. Hey, Elaine, I tried the paper snowflake and it was super fun. And I gave it to my mom and she loved it. So there you go. Thanks so much for watching this video tutorial on how to make a paper star or paper snowflake. I hope that you make one and that you enjoyed this video tutorial. Please let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything I can do for you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so that you know every time I go live or post a new video. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.